Tonight, the secrets revealed of some of the world's most extraordinary real-life smuggling stories. During the weeks to come, you'll see secretly recorded surveillance video, never before shown on television, of real undercover operations and arrests. We've matched that video with our own reconstructions of events using actors. Behind me here is Custom House on the Thames, the national headquarters of Her Majesty's Customs and Excise. From here, their undercover operations reach out around the world in the never-ending war against drugs and organized crime. At the heart of tonight's investigation was a plan which could have doubled the amount of cocaine coming into Britain. What they called Operation Begonia was one of the most complex investigations ever staged. It was also one of the most dangerous. It called for a customs officer, played here by an actor, to go deep undercover to trap members of the Cali drug cartel of Colombia. To protect his identity, we have called him Peter Hesketh. The story began when one of Peter's informants, a former drug dealer known only as Steve, was called to Holland to meet the cartel's main European operator. Gerardo Barron was known as Mr. G. Both he and Steve are also played by actors.
Steve? How's the weather in Manchester?
Pure sunshine.
Good. You want to talk business?
Well, I didn't come here for the tulips.
You'd like some product?
Yes, I'd like very much.
Salud.
Cheers.
1,000 kilos.
Where is it?
Here, near Amsterdam.
I can't. I don't sell in Holland. Didn't they tell you? Strictly the UK. That's where my organisation is.
All right. The UK. Good. I'd like to do business in the UK. With the right people.
Well, I've got just the right person.
That person was Peter Hesketh, an undercover officer for more than 15 years.
Anyone thinking of writing their memoirs? This little job, if we pull it off, be worth a chapter in anybody's book, I'm telling you. Have you all seen this?
Yeah, what's the score?
Well, we've got a couple of very interesting parties coming into Manchester Airport soon, so to make them feel welcome, we've set up a front, little company, just for them, Southern Latitude Holdings. This is their company's phone, it's their reception.
We answered it?
Only if I can't. You do exactly what it says on the notice. Right? You say, hello, Southern Latitude Holdings. Then you take a message, right? What you don't do is pick it up and say, hello, Customs and Excise.
Peter, the customs officer, is an absolute character. He's a natural scouser, sense of humour. He's always the same. Even though he's a disciplined officer, I don't believe that he's any different in nature when he's with the Cali Cartel than when he's in the office with me.
This is the bit I don't like. Waiting around. Wondering which way it'll go.
Well, at least they're through security. No guns.
Not yet, they haven't.
It's Gerardo. Good flight, Mr. G.
Very good. Very smooth. Good to see you again, Steve.
This is my boss, Peter. Very important man.
Welcome.
This meeting was secretly recorded. The second Colombian was one of the Cali Cartel's top men, number 6 in the organization. We've masked out Peter and Steve's faces.
Peter, meet Francisco Lopera.
You can call me Frank.
Glad to meet you, Frank. I hope we're going to do some good business together.
We'd better. I've come a long way to do good business.
Well, the Cali Cartel have no qualms whatsoever on killing anybody who cuts across them. And if they suddenly realise they're going to be set up or infiltrated, then that is the end of you. So you've got to be on your guard.
I like Britain. All these people, all these new customers.
The Colombian drug barons are interested in money. They don't bother about family, loyalties, children, whatever it is, or the impact of cocaine in a society. All they're interested in is money.
If you're doing a sting operation, you've got to have something that you sting them with. It's no use having just an office with nothing behind it. You must have some credibility for organisation.
This is one of our warehouses. Got others dotted around the city.
Busy.
Yeah, we're moving a lot of legitimate cargo right now. That's good for your consignment, of course. Even half a ton of stuff, your product, wouldn't be noticed here.
Southern Latitude Holdings.
Yeah, it's a straightforward import-export company. I'm the managing director. Steve's our product manager. Go on, have a look round.
Everybody in that warehouse was to do with the authorities, was us or the police. We were all undercover anyway, we were all false. So it looked real, but none of it was real.
Francisco likes the warehouse. We would like to see some of the others.
There's no point. You've seen what you need to know.
We decide that.
No! I decide that. If I show you all the others, I'll be weakening myself. You'll know all the places where I'm going to be keeping the stuff. I've shown you enough to prove that I'm not what you people call a man of straw. All right?
There wasn't another warehouse, but I didn't want them to know that. The thing about undercover work, and this job went on for months, you could never afford to relax your guard. You've got to have what we call a legend, the part of you that fits in with the character. But you can't make too much of it up. You keep the broad basis of you as the customs man there, but you may change some parts to put a little smoke screen in.
Salud. So, you have a daughter of 11 and your son is 9.
Oh, my son's 11.
I'm sure you said 9.
No, you got it the wrong way around. Son's 11, and it's my daughter who's 9.
My mistake. Francisco would be very honored to meet your family, Peter. It's a sign of trust.
The real reason why they wanted to meet my family was that if it all went wrong, they would want to kill them.
Well, my friend, both he and you will be very welcome when the time's right. Which is after we've done the deal. I mean, we'll all be family then, won't we?
This isn't hospitable, Peter.
Just the way we do things, Mr. G.
Oh, I know the way you do things. I've been here all this time, and he hasn't offered me anything to put up my nose.
Look, the answer's the same as last time, right? After the deal is done. Not a grain of anything till we've done the deal. This is business.
Peter, to say has got bottle is an understatement. You've got to have bottle to be an undercover officer. But he had the bottle to front the Colombians. He's a very strong character.
I call this my laundry.
This is your bank?
What's something wrong with it? Must see another one.
No. No.
But Peter's bank was also a fabrication.
All right, John. Oh, hello, Mr. Hesketh. Nice to see you again.
The building had been taken over by Customs to establish Peter as a rich but criminal businessman.
Actually, the security guard in the bank didn't know me from Adam, but he'd been tipped off to make a big show of it when I arrived.
Yes.
The Colombians tend to assume that money buys everything and that we would have a corrupt bank manager.
Peter isn't just a special customer of this bank, he's an old friend. He looks after me, I look after him.
The manager had in fact started his training as a bank manager before he joined the Customs and Excise, so he looked the part, but of course he was one of us.
Southern Latitude Holdings. Big sums of money going in, you see? And big sums going out, here and here, all the time. So the large amounts needed for your business deals won't seem unusual.
It looked as though there was an incredible turnover of money in and out of the account, but there wasn't a bean in the accounts because it didn't exist.
What's the bottom line?
Go on. Tell him what we're worth.
You can see it here. Southern Latitude Holdings Limited has assets of £14 million sterling.
But that's all floppy disks, printouts. I don't trust accounts, not even Alan's. Come and see this. I'm old-fashioned. I like the real thing.
How much is here?
1 million.
In fact, Customs had borrowed the money, all in used notes, for 1 day only, from the Bank of England. It was the bait for Peter's trap.
This is the key to the deposit box, right? There is only one. There you go, Frank. You have it. You keep it in your hand. Right, well, now that means I can't get the money out without you. You can't get the money out without me.
Why not?
Because you need my signature before they'll let you in here. So, we're in business, eh? So what do you say? Are we going ahead or what?
Of course. We go ahead.
We do we? Yeah, well, there's a few things we need to sort out first. You know everything about me, right? I know next to nothing about you. So, I want to know what, I want to know how, and I want to know when. All right? Something to stick up my nose.
After more than 6 months of Operation Begonia, Peter Hesketh and Steve had earned the trust of the Cali Cartel, and the deal to import the cocaine into Britain was finally on. But up to this point, neither Steve nor Peter had any idea just how much was at stake.
We can send you as much as you can sell.
How?
Well, we can get it into Europe. No problem, you know that. So many ways. By boat. Right now we're using fruit.
Fruit?
Yeah. With the product inside the fruit and the fruit inside jars.
Yeah, but I mean, what good's that to us? Our company doesn't deal with anything like that.
Okay, we can also put it inside material for building houses. You wouldn't believe how much we got on a boat to Poland right now. But what we want is a regular way into Britain, by plane. It's faster and better for everyone. First, we get it to Holland.
Ah, now. Peter has a little friend there, eh?
Yeah, somebody I do a bit of business with at Schiphol. He's a customs officer.
See? Can't trust anybody these days.
I mean, our cargo will get onto the Manchester plane without any checks.
And at this end, we've got a rip-off team.
A rip-off team?
Yeah. Meant baggage handlers. People we know. They'll get that stuff off that plane and into our warehouse like that. Hey, it's gonna cost, though. Mucho pesos.
So, how much can you send us?
$250 kilos every 10 days.
The amount of cocaine that the cartel offered us was a ton a month, 12 tons in a year, and they could supply that. You're talking about nearly £2.5 billion of drugs. I mean, it's frightening, the amounts that we were offered in this operation.
The Colombians now pushed hard to get the cocaine flown into Manchester, but flights proved difficult to arrange. Over this tense period, the operation hung in the balance and was nearly brought crashing down by a momentary lapse of concentration by one of the surveillance team.
Target 2 is moving into the bedroom. Over.
Copy. Over.
What are they calling?
Who are they not? A lot of cartel numbers. Cali, Bogota mainly.
See you in the morning?
Hello.
Yeah.
Something's up. Increased security on flights into Amsterdam and they're not best pleased.
Well, nor am I.
Slow things up.
I mean, that's all we need, isn't it? An airline efficiency drive now. What great timing. Yeah, well, it's going to be a long night, isn't it?
How about a pizza? No rubbish.
No,
down
no.
the road. Frank? 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 Supreme with extra pepperoni?
Yep.
Come on.
Target 1 coming off the phone now. Over.
Can I use the phone?
Certainly, sir. I take it you are aware of our room service facilities, sir.
Yeah?
Hey, Frank.
Yeah?
Is it all clear?
What?
Come on, Frank, I'm downstairs.
What?
I've got the pizzas, can I come up?
It's Harry, he's called them now. Does he thinks he's talking to you?
Who is this? I don't order no pizzas.
I don't believe this.
At this point, I thought we'd had it.
Hey, what goes on?
I'm sorry?
A guy calls me, says he brings pizzas.
Did you call room service by any chance?
No. He said my name. He knew my name.
Perhaps he could be a friend of yours.
No! I don't have no friends here.
Yes, well, I'm terribly sorry. I can only think that maybe with the reception that was held here tonight, some people have had a little bit too much to drink. I'm sorry, sir. We really do hope it won't spoil your stay at our hotel.
The receptionist was another undercover customs officer. Her quick thinking saved the day.
This is a constant danger all the way through operations, that your cover can be blown and the amount of work that's put into it is blown as well.
But the problems with airline security continued for months, until the Colombians postponed their plans and flew home for Christmas.
Although I felt very frustrated, I realised it was outside my control.
Look at the bright side. That's what you say, isn't
There
it?
is no bright side. I'm keeping people on here in Amsterdam. I'm shelling out money for nothing.
Peter, trust me. We'll put things right back home, and after Christmas it'll happen. It'll be worth it.
My friend, quit worrying. We do it.
Feliz Navidad.
Merry Christmas to you too, Pancho.
Oh, shut up.
And now the regional weather.
This was Peter's lowest point.
Well, it's a complete waste of time, and they're not going to come back, are they? Might as well close down the business. I should have done them at the airport.
On conspiracy. A clever brief and they'd have walked out with a court. You gotta get them with the stuff. Peter. Southern Latitude Holdings. Hold on.
Hello. Oh, Mr. G. Yeah. Do you know, we were just talking about you. Yeah.
You're gonna love this, Peter. It's perfect for us.
Oh, yeah.
Flowers. Begonias. Our product in boxes of flowers. Flowers to Holland.
Listen, it's all in place with my people. But you just make sure that we're not left holding a load of old pansies. All right?
Peter passed on the details of this first cocaine shipment to Dutch customs so the drugs could be videoed and tested before being flown to Manchester Airport. Its arrival at Peter's warehouse, where Mr. G was waiting, was also secretly recorded.
This was the moment we'd been waiting for. We had him, the drugs, everything on camera, and there was no way he could deny.
We've reconstructed what happened next.
God, what a stink.
Stuff for the dogs. You know, Antimate puts off the sniffer dogs.
Tom, do it.
It's not like you see in the movies. We don't rub it on our gums. We're a bit more sophisticated than that.
This field test established that the cocaine was genuine and extremely high grade.
See? What did I tell you? 100% pure, like the Virgin Mary.
I thought, bingo, game, set and match. And we were just waiting for the umpire to come off the chair before we finished the game. I knew from leaving the warehouse we would have to be arrested. I would have to be arrested to maintain my cover. But where, when and how, I didn't know, other than it was to be with armed police officers.
Mr. G thought he was on his way to pick up £1 million payoff.
Okay.
Go! Go, go, go!
What's going on?
From either side came 3 armed police officers with laser-guided guns. I saw 3 bright red dots on my chest, and I thought, whoa, I'm the goodie here, what's going on?
Who is it?
Room service.
Hang on.
Out, please! Out! Stay down! Stay down! Stay down! Don't move! No! Don't! Stay still!
Francisco Lopera was sentenced to 9 years in jail. Mr. G. Gerardo Baron got 11 years. But Operation Begonia did much more than destroy the Colombians' plan to fly 12 tons of cocaine a year into Britain. It also revealed other smuggling methods employed by the cartel. Information obtained during Begonia led customs to drugs hidden inside bottled fruit and inside drums of bitumen en route to Eastern Europe. In all, more than 3 tons of cocaine were seized, with a street value of more than £300 million.
It's true. Ask Peter Hesketh.
So great was the trust that Peter had established with the Colombians that Mr. G even tried to use him as an alibi.
Managing Director, Southern Latitude Holdings. It's all legal. I don't know anything about anything else. Ask Peter.
If I now tell you that the man you know as Peter is an officer of Her Majesty's Customs and Excise, would you like to change your story?